Hello everybody, ScootFish here, and welcome back to Shin Megami Tensei Liberation D2. So, with the full release being right around the corner, or already have happened by now, I figure I can go ahead and probably put out a video to help you guys understand the battle system a little bit better, so that you can be more efficient and get through the story and level up faster. Like many turn-based RPGs or monster tamers, there are elemental attributes within the game. This one's consisting of, well, they all have some goofier names and I can't quite remember all of them, but we'll just go over what they generally are. Physical, fire, ice, electric, nature, or wind if I remember right, that's more of a wind one, light, and darkness. Now, among the many demons in the game, they all have weaknesses, strengths, and abilities based on these different attributes. And the game will reward you or kick the crap out of you accordingly to how you take advantage of these or not. And believe me, SMT is known for kicking the crap out of you if you are not going to pay attention and think you're just going to blaze through it. It's not like that. One of the main things that makes it work like this is the fact that there are weaknesses and extra turns involved in you having the ability to land those weaknesses during a match. When you attack a demon with an ability that uses an attribute that it's weak to, you will actually gain an extra turn because it only uses half of one of your turn symbols. Due to that, it can be very hard to progress through the game if you're not timing out when you use your moves that are super effective against these weaknesses and your moves that aren't as effective. Because if you use your moves that aren't as effective on a half a turn, then you still have essentially gained that extra turn from the demon before. And this also goes for the enemy party. If demons are landing attacks on your weaknesses, they will too gain extra turns for landing those attacks efficiently. But that is just one end of the spectrum when it comes to attributes and abilities. Demons can also have resistances to these abilities in which you're not going to do as much damage. Now, that's not as bad as when a demon is null to the abilities that you're using. When the attribute of an ability has a null effect on a demon and you actually attack the demon, it will take away some of your turns instead of giving you turns. Now, this also goes for physical attacks if you miss. With physical attacks, you can lose turns by missing, which makes it more of a balance out your options situation because of the fact that you could also gain a turn with a physical attack if you land a critical attack. All of the other attacks, being magical, do not miss, but they do not have the ability of inflicting that critical damage and gaining an extra turn that way. Now, the worst way to lose turns, and the one that hurts the most, is if an enemy has the ability to drain from the attribute of the attack that you use. If an enemy has the ability to drain, it will actually heal the enemy, and you will lose turns from using an attack of the attribute that is affected that way from that enemy. And then there's repel. If you hit a demon with damage that they repel, you will lose turns and the damage will be done back to your team. So there you have it, the basics of the battle system in Shin Megami Tensei Liberation. Remember to go for weaknesses as much as possible because you'll use half turns and gain extra turns by doing so. Physical damage can be a double-edged sword and either gain or lose turns. Resistances suck, but you can still do damage without getting penalized for it essentially. And you don't want to attack anyone with an ability that has an attribute that they are null to, can drain from, or can repel. I hope you all found this informative. I hope that it helps you progress through the game. If it did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. You know that YouTube stuff down below. Make sure to ask any questions you guys have down in the comments, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.